What's going on, everyone? Week 11 is upon us. The Packers head back to Green Bay to take on the Los Angeles Chargers. Just a couple minutes ago, the first initial injury report of Week 11 for the Packers and Chargers just came out. So in this video, we're going to go over and break down the injuries for both the Packers and the Chargers, so stay tuned. If you do happen to be a new viewer here and want more Packers news analysis and updates every single day, such as injury reports, game analysis, game tape, live streams, you'll find it all here right on this channel, so go down and click subscribe if that does interest you. All right, so without further ado, let's waste no more time and bring up the Packers injury report first. And at the top of the list, we see Jaire Alexander with his shoulder injury. He is again did not participate. Would have really liked to see him return to practice today for his hope of playing against the Chargers in this game, but Matt LaFleur said he's still not ready yet. But they didn't put Jaire on injured reserve to start this shoulder injury, so that tells me that if he misses this game, he'll likely either be back against Detroit or the week after that. Now, I would like to see him back this game, but with missing today in practice, it doesn't seem too likely. Corey Ballentine had a good game in his absence. Kenny Clark, second on this list with his shoulder injury, is limited on this injury report. Then we see Rudy Ford with his biceps injury. I think this is a different injury since last week, so he suffered another injury. He did not participate as well. So Rudy Ford missed the Rams game, came back last week against the Steelers, didn't have a great game at that, and also got injured with a biceps injury and didn't practice today either. Then we see Elton Jenkins, who again is just on this injury report every week with his knee injury. I'm sure, like I said, he'll be listed the whole season, limited every single day of practice, so nothing really to worry about there. Aaron Jones is still on the injury report with his hamstring injury and is also limited. I was kind of wondering when he'll be removed off this injury report because I feel like it's not a problem anymore for him, thankfully. Although he didn't have a good game last week, I do expect him to bounce back against the Chargers here. Then we see Josh Nijman with his back injury. He didn't practice last Wednesday, but then was limited the final, Thursday and Friday last week and was ready to play, but the Packers decided to start Rasheed Walker over him, maybe because he did kind of have an injury concern, but now he's a full participant today, so we'll see how this goes into Sunday. Maybe if they want to put Josh Nijman back in at left tackle, if he's more ready to go physically, or simply they just want to keep rolling with Rasheed Walker. Then we see John Runyon, full participant with his neck injury. I keep saying this, I want to see Sean Rhyan at right guard. John Runyon, again in the run game last week, wasn't good, whereas Josh Myers actually had a good game in the run blocking regards, as did Elton Jenkins, but John Runyon still struggled. I really just want to see Sean Rhyan, and I'm sure a lot of us can agree on that. Then we see Quay Walker, very important here. Quay Walker has returned to practice. He didn't practice all last week. He's missed the last 2 games with that groin injury. And although Zay McDuffie has filled in nicely, we're still definitely missing Quay Walker. I feel like Quay Walker, not that he would have completely shut down the Steelers' run last week, but I think it would have been better if we had both Devondre and Quay Walker in there at inside linebackers. The Packers, man, they're going to have to learn how to stop the run and how to tackle, because last week was definitely not a great showing of either. So nice to see Quay Walker back limited today. Christian Watson is also limited. I believe he was a full participant all last week, so something to definitely monitor here with his shoulder injury. I guess this is a new injury because I think his injury report last week was chest or back. I think it might have been a back one there. So shoulder injury here on Christian Watson. Not having a hot season so far. Has the lowest catch rate in the NFL. Jordan Love doesn't have a good track record targeting Christian Watson. Still hope he can turn it around, though. I still want Christian Watson to, have a breakout game, and maybe it'll be this week. I know I've said it for the past 4 weeks, but maybe it'll be this week, but he was limited today. Then for the Chargers, going over their injury report at the top, we see Keenan Allen with his shoulder injury. Balled out last week against the Lions, but did get hurt in that game, and did not participate today. This would be a huge loss for the Chargers because Keenan Allen, he's just doing really, really well this year, and I feel like he could go off against the Green Bay Packers, especially considering Jaire probably won't play. So Packers are definitely going to have an answer for him if he does indeed play. I expect him to, but he didn't practice today, so something to monitor as the week goes on. Joey Bosa with his hand injury, full participation. Gerald Everett with his back injury did not participate. Their starting tight end there. Their safety Gilman with his elbow injury is a full participant. Sebastian Joseph Day, defensive lineman, knee injury, did not participate. Khalil Mack, outside linebacker, he was his veteran rest, did not participate. Donald Parham, a tight end, hip injury, did not participate. So multiple tight ends on the injury report here. Their tackle Rashawn Slater, knee injury, was a full participant. And then JT Woods, their safety, is limited participant today with an illness. So that does it for the first injury report, Packers versus Chargers. Chargers of Week 11. Super excited for this game. You know, I would have loved to see a win last week against the Steelers, but the Packers were very competitive towards the end, and I saw, you know, a nice growth from Jordan Love in that game personally. Still a lot of questions on this defense, though, and the Chargers have a very good offense, so I'm very worried about that heading into this game. But that about does it for this video. I appreciate you guys coming by. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like down below. It supports my channel a ton, but I'll catch you on the next one, and as always, go Pack Go.